It is what it is.
Till it isn't.
Dami, do you have anything you want to say?
Hey guys, and welcome to Dark Arts Night One podcast. Yes, we're talking to you guys about the recent episode of Love Island, but we're just going to we're going to specifically focus on the battle between Dami and Indiyah. Some people are playing chess, and others are playing checkers. And in this particular game, I'm telling you this now, it seems that Indiyah has got one up. Dami, if this is how you play the game, I'm disappointed. I'm so utterly disappointed.
I'm a going battle boy, you're paranoid. Trust in the most high, forget the noise. Be serious, don't be so ignorant. Knowledge is power.
Yes, this is Dark Arts 91, where we talk to you guys all things relationships, and we want to help you guys navigate the dating world, avoiding the pitfalls of manipulation, both for men and women who use control to dominate, to persuade, and influence you into doing what they do through manipulation. And if you're tired of being played, then this is the channel for you. Let's get into this video. You just literally just saw here two people on their screen. So Indiyah and Dami. If you don't watch Love Island, let me break it down for you what's happened here. Dami went away to Casa Amor, which is another island where there were a bunch of single women, and him and Indiyah, the girl that you just saw on the screen a minute ago, they were, I mean, they weren't necessarily coupled up. They were coupled up, but not in a relationship. So coupled up. They both had single people come into their space. He had a lady, and she had a man. And they could choose to couple up with somebody else, or they could end up just coming back and being together again. Now, the difficulty here is this. Both of these people have discussed how they are. She said on the outside world, she would date more than one person. She told us from the jump, actually, her VT told us she don't play no game. She's about this life. Dami told us too from the very jump. He's about this life. He plays women for fun. So these are two game players who generally meant what they meant. Here's the thing, though. In this instance, Dami is showing us that he's annoyed and vexed and hurt about this situation. Why? Because when you went away to Casa Amor, you went and grabbed a whole new girl. And not only did he grab a whole new girl who was doing handshakes, he was kissing her, lipsing her, doing all of that kind of stuff. And then you brought her back. It's not even like you left her over there and tried to spin it and come back by yourself. No, you brought her back. And then when you see your girl who you coupled up with, Indiyah, come back into a villa with another man, another Negro that looked just like you, maybe not too much like you, but, similar enough towards you, she's replaced you. Look at his facial expressions. And I'll tell you why he's angry. Because this whole game isn't about getting another girl. The Fboy game really isn't about getting another girl. The Fboy game is all about power. It's all about control. It's all about dominance. It's all about manipulation. We feed the ego through validation. And so Fboys like Dami, they're winning. The feeling of winning isn't necessarily when, they get 2 or 3 girls. The feeling of winning is knowing they can have you whenever they want to. That's the feeling of having you whenever I want to, and you being in my pocket. I can have you whenever I want to. I can access you whenever I want to, which is why when ladies, specifically when you guys cut off and say we've got boundaries now, why there's a frustration behind a man, and now he suddenly wants to chase you even more. I can suspect that Dami's probably going to chase Indiyah even more now. If she can hold good boundaries, she can win this battle. If she decides to cave in and go back to Dami, it's over. It's over. Right? She shouldn't do it. Okay? Let's play a little bit more and I'll explain what I mean by this interaction.
Happy for you. All that stuff. Happy for myself too.
Seems it.
Yeah.
Now you can tell by his expression, he doesn't seem very happy. That's what she said. It seems it. You're saying you're happy, but the way you're talking, very monotone. I'm happy for you. Yeah. Happy for me. Yeah. It's not somebody who's nonchalant. You butt hurt. And I want to make it very, very clear. There's 2 things that are either happening here, either or. One, he generally is butthurt, and it's butthurt not because she brought another man, but because he failed to take into account that Indiyah could do this to him. You have to understand our arrogance and our ego is playing at the same time. And how dare you? How did you outmaneuver me? In fact, how did I not calculate, or how did I underestimate you to a point where I thought you couldn't bring another man? And part of his plan would have been to maybe bring another girl and see her without another man, right? That would have hurt her. and that would have been fun because then I would have won the battle between me and yourself. I would have won. Now it sounds sadistic, and it is sadistic, but the fun is in the fact that you would have had a man, I would have had a girl, I would have been up. And then I can choose now to play my game, and I wrestle power in this instance. But if you choose somebody else as well, Indiyah, you've got equal power now because you've got options. Options are power. All right. So now you've brought someone into the villa. It's an equal playing field again. Once again, I'm not in the lead. I'm equal plateau, meaning if we're at equal plateau and equal level, anybody can win or lose. The whole point of being an Fboy is having control and power to maneuver things whenever you feel like it. Right? You want to be able to access it when you want to, which is why Mandan will call a girl, be like, listen, come at 8. Girls moving fast. I don't care. Come at 8. He will talk to you anyhow, anyway, because he knows he's got other options. And you know, when you're saying, oh, but you know, all right, cool. Do you know what it is? I don't really care, man. I've got other girls to go to. You're moving mad. That girl will now be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Because she hasn't got any viable options. No, she's got other men out there, but she hasn't got any viable options. And number 2, she doesn't have confidence in herself and value in herself. Part of this game is to try and break you. We need to be able to break you to the point that you become dependent upon us. And when you become dependent upon us, I can access you whenever I want to. The problem here is Dami realizes he hasn't broken her. That's a big issue for an Fboy. I realize I haven't broken you, therefore I haven't won. Right? And now I can look and really and truly, it's also showing as well. And let me tell you something. If he was really happy about the girl that he was with, if he thought his girl was more fire than Indiyah, he should have been happy. He should have been, do you know what? Game on. All right, cool. Game on. Game on. All right, cool. I see you. Yeah, all right, you're a game player. But you'd have known your girl's bad. The trouble is summer is really winter. Okay? All right? And winter is really autumn because the leaves are falling. It's falling. I don't know why. I tried to do something. That don't work. Let's stop that again. Let's not do that again. But you know what I mean? Like he thought he was winning. But with summer, when you compare summer to Indiyah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think there's much competition. I think Indiyah wins this hands down. About who's the baddie out of the group. You should be excited, but no. When your ego is being trashed and trounced, it's very hard. Very, very hard to be able to celebrate. Let's watch a bit more.
You happy?
Absolutely.
Good.
Were you expecting him to be sitting beside someone else?
Do you know what? Expect the unexpected. I see his true colors now. Do you know what I mean?
Pause it there. I'm gonna go back slightly for you guys. Well, I want you to watch something. I look at body language. First and foremost, Indiyah is composed, but she definitely you can see that she, you know what, she's feeling it a little bit. Not too much. She's much of a better poker face than he is. But there's something that he did that was so interesting. Just a tiny little maneuver of his facial expression that showed me, boy is pressed. Boy, you pressed. You are really, really pressed. It got you. You were in the other villa talking about how you ain't done anything wrong, and yet you're coming back and you're feeling some sad way, bro. You ain't a good player, man. You ain't really. You've been playing these low level chicks. That's why now you're getting stressed about this girl. You actually got stressed about Indiyah because you're playing the girls you normally play. They must be low level. They're not really levels. You're playing girls at work. Of course, they see you every day. Of course, they're gonna feel some type of way, my friend. Come on, move. Anyway, listen. Let's bring this point here. I want you to watch this. Watch his lips move. Watch how his lips move.
Expect the unexpected.
Did you see? When you do that, that tells me that you're in the trenches. The thing is touching you differently. It's touching you differently. And it's because you underestimated your opponent. And the person's now outmaneuvering you. Number 3, and this is another point, one of my final points as well, is what people don't realize is he who cares less wins. And in order for you to care less, I need you to care. And as you're caring, I care less, so I win. So I must first draw you in, get you to care, and then I must withdraw. And I think what Dami thought he was doing, he thought he won Indiyah enough that he had, been cozy, been emotionally close to her, made her feel nice and everything, that he had emotionally drawn her in enough that if you brought another girl in, she couldn't bring another man in. All right. And it made him again. And let me tell you this now also. Another reality is this. The reason why players don't trust women, men like Dami won't trust women, is in him playing, he knows that he's played other people. Therefore, other women can play. But also not only that is this moment, I'm telling you now, compounded his distrust for women. If he had distrust for women before, this moment compounded the distrust for women in future. Because you were expecting her to be loyal. See, men have this ego warped mindset that as we're playing, you should still be loyal because that's part of our misogyny. That's part of the patriarchal society we live in. As I'm playing, I get to play, but you don't get to play. How dare you get to play? You know, as a woman, you should be respectful. You should know levels. I'm not saying he's actually saying all of that, but you know what I mean? Let's just watch the last bit of this.
I see his true colors now, do you know what I mean?
We're heartbreakers, so here we are.
May the best heartbreaker win. Fuck you.
It's tight right now. It's tight right now. My girl said, I let the best heartbreaker win. Do you get me? Listen, and so, you know, her composure threw him off. It's a game of chicken. It's the game of chicken. You know, who is going to bow out first? Who's going to bow out first? And unfortunately, Dami bowed out. He showed too much expression upon his face. Now, I'm sure he might be calculating a plan how to get Indiyah back and finish her off. Yes. So if Indiyah is smart, you don't go back. If Indiyah is smart, you don't give him no space. If Indiyah is smart, you do not play the game with him anymore. It's done. Because he looks like he's ready to finish you. He will get you back and F you over. Darling, stay in your lane and don't play again. It's done. You've won. You finished. It's game over. Dami don't love you, like you. He just wants power over you. That's the game. That's Dark Arts. Remember, we're here to help you guys navigate the dating world. Much appreciation. Stay locked and stay loaded.